said, I changed the phone. It was too frustrating for me. So, the temptations are very strong. We have to find some way. What is the way that we can control our temptations? What is the way that we are determined? We know we have discrimination, that this is right, this is wrong. But what will give us determination is when we come to the satsang of devotees like this. When we have some spiritual practice with all of us. That's why we chant, we hear, we read Ramayana, Bhagavata, we come to satsang like this, which will give us spiritual strength, which will in turn protect us when we are getting disturbed. So this Swargam, the second surrender of Trishanku to Vishwamitra, did it fulfill? Did it fructify? You know why? Because Trishanku was having a material boon to ask for. He was asking material wishes from his guru. You know, one person, he was in a place called Warangal recently. We had a program. So to that lecture, around 50,000 people came. It was a very big event. We spoke for 2 hours and then we had question and answer. And in Warangal there are many ancient temples. So one person, he was taking me around. He showed me all temples very nicely and I was very grateful, thankful to him. I said, thank you so much for showing so many places. May Krishna bless you. May Lord Ramachandra give you a lot of blessings. He said, Prabhu, I do not want blessings. I just want one wish to be fulfilled. He asked, what is the wish? He said, I am 35, I am not yet married. Please bless me that I get married soon. I said, okay, fine, whatever Krishna wills. So, everybody would not want to live the hope of getting materially settled. Correct? But when we only strive for material settlement, but not have any spiritual practice, then we get shaken sometimes in our consciousness. We always want to aspire for material well-being, also parallelly have a spiritual understanding with a strong spiritual practice. That is what we are doing here. Which brings us to the third surrender. You know what is the third surrender? Radhanrh Maharaj surrendered to Parashurama. How many of you know this incarnation of Parashuram? No? The incarnation of Parashuram back there? He holds an axe and he had annihilated all the wrong kings in the world. So Radhanrh Maharaj, you know what was the condition of Sita Mai getting married to Rama? What should the bride do? Lord Shiva's bow has to be broken. Correct? Then they will get married to Mother Sita. So this was the condition. Who broke the bow? Lord Ramachandra broke the bow. Then Radhanrh Maharaj got Sita married to Rama. Parashuram got very much angry. He said that who is this fellow? He has a duplicate name. My name is Rama and there is some other Rama in this world who has broken the bow of Lord Shiva. Let me go and test him. So Radhanrh Maharaj was thinking, he got newly married. Why should he go into fighting now? Let me go and ask forgiveness to Parashurama and stop this war. So he goes and asks. Parashurama was very angry. So he did not hear the words of Radhanrh Maharaj. He still went ahead to test Lord Ramachandra. So the surrender of Dasharatha to Parashuram, did it fulfill? No. You know why? Because Parashuram was very angry at that moment. See, yeah, Dasharatha Maharaj surrendered to Parashuram, saying that please do not tell anything to my son Lord Ramachandra. So he did not fructify because Parashuram was very angry. See, anger is a very bad quality. How many of you think that we unnecessarily become angry sometimes? Oh, very honest audience we have. How many of you want to control your anger? Very good, wonderful. We have a medicine for all of you, which has no side effects. How many of you would want to buy it? or we will just distribute it for free because we have come for a Ram Navami festival. One lady, she would get very angry all the time. She would shout, and after that she would repent. Why did I shout unnecessarily? One day a sadhu came to her house and she said, I have this problem, I shout a lot. Please give me some medicine. Please tell me a trick. How can I control my anger? And this sadhu, he tells her that I will give you a bottle of anti-anger medicine. Whenever you get angry, as soon as you get angry, you take 2 tablespoons of this medicine and wait for 10 minutes till the medicine works, and then speak whatever you want to. So after 3 months, this sadhu came back to her house and asked her, how is your anger status? She said, anger is completely gone, but the only problem is the medicine is getting over. Please give me 1 more bottle. So the sadhu said, I did not have any medicine in that bottle. It was just that sugar and water mixed in the bottle. Then he said, what acted on me then? He said, not the medicine, but the 10 minutes which you kept quiet, that is what acted. That is what reduced. The only medicine for anger is keeping quiet and not speaking. When you are in that urge of, shouting at people, that will only save anger. That will only save us from being a victim of anger. So anger, it is said that it is just 1 letter less than danger. For whom it is danger? For the people staying around us and for ourselves also. So because Parashurama was very angry, the Sharanagati, the surrender done by Radhanrh Maharaj did not work. This is the 3rd Sharanagati in Ramayana. First one worked, second 2 did not work. Which brings us to the 4th Sharanagati. Prabhu, as soon as time is done, you could raise your hand so that I will stop. So one person, we were giving lecture and we were asking any questions. So one person from the back bench raised his hand. I asked, what is the question? Then, when will you end, sir, your lecture? I have to go home. I said, that for that question only I was waiting. I will stop now, I said. So, there are some tricks of stopping a speaker from giving long lectures, Should I teach you? Don't use it with others, but you can use it in our class. You should just start seeing the watch. Some people, when they're too bored, they'll keep seeing the watch. So that means, then I should also look at my watch. They're hinting me, actually. And, it is said that there are 2 things in a lecture which you could do. Whenever you like something, you should clap. That will enthuse the speaker to speak more. When you are bored and when you are frustrated and when you are wanting the speaker to stop also, you can clap. More loudly. Okay? This is for the first one or the second one? Which brings us to the 4th surrender in Ramayana, which is Lakshmana surrendering to Lord Rama, asking for service. When he was going to Aranyavasa, Lakshmanji comes and tells Ramji in presence of Sita Maya, oh Rama, I want to come and serve. In Yuddhakanda we hear a story where Indrajit used a special astra by which Lakshmana fell down unconscious. And Hanuman was said, you go and bring the Sanjeevani Ayurvedic Patanjali Bhutia from the Patanjali Ayurveda shop. Not Patanjali Ayurveda shop, from the Himalayas. So he goes there and he starts bringing the Jadi Bhutia called the Sanjeevani and Mruta Sanjeevani, Vishalya Karani, Santana Karani, few types of herbs. And while coming, it seems, he stopped in Ayodhya just to inform Mother Sumitra that your son, whom you have sent in the service of Lord Rama, is in danger. The medicine may work or medicine may not work. We do not know. We are trying our best. But we just want to inform that your son is in a critical stage now. You know what Sumitra did? She said, one son, if he is gone in Lord Ramachandra's service, that is a great mercy. I have one more son, take him also in Lord Rama's service. That was the selfless sacrifice of Sumitra in service of Lord Rama. That was the blood of Indians who always taught that our lives have to be surrendered in service of Dharma, in service of our country, in service of Lord. That is how we got our Rama Janmabhoomi back. With service of so many selfless surrender of so many sons and daughters of this country. When I was invited also to participate in the opening of Rama Janmabhoomi, so we were there at the event when the sadhus were called, when our Prime Minister was walking, and when he entered and the curtains opened, it was a day which I will never forget in my life. Everybody, all of them sitting in the sabha were just crying. Everybody was crying to see that Lord Ramachandra, after so many years coming back to his own temple, how much did we have to fight for the Janma Bhoomi of Lord Ramachandra? And still Janma Bhoomi of Krishna is, you know what is happening. And the temple of Kashi is still. We just recently, when we went to Prayaga for Kumbh Mela, we went to Varanasi to take darshan of Vishweshwara, Kashi Vishwanatha, and we could see the temple, exact temple, but it was covered. We could not, we have no entry to go in. So that is the state. So Lakshmana asked for service and his surrender got fulfilled and he got full-time service of Lord Ramachandra. Which brings us to the fifth surrender in Ramayana, that is Bharata surrendering to Rama, asking him to come back. What did Bharata say? Lord Rama, please come back to the kingdom. You know what Rama said? I cannot come because Mother Kaikeyi said that you will rule the kingdom. So Bharata asked one question. See, I am going to ask you some questions. Please answer it properly. He said to Lord Ramachandra, do you agree that kingdom is mine now? You know what Rama said? Yes, I agree. And then Rama said, then Bharat said, do you agree to the fact that if kingdom is mine, I can give it to anybody I wish? He said, yeah, okay. Then Bharata said, I want to give my kingdom to you, please accept it. Lord Ramachandra says, no, I cannot accept it. Bharata says, Arey, you only said that kingdom is mine, I can give it to anybody, but then why don't you accept it? He said that I am in a vratam. I am following a vow of Aranyavas. See, in Sanatana Dharma, there is a facility. If you think that you are planning to do some vratam for a material boon or something, if you are not able to do at last moment, you know Dhruva grass? How many of you know Dhruva grass? It's called Dharbal. Dharbal. So you give it to some person and you tell him, on my behalf you do it. And after he did it, you take the Dharbal back and you get the entire benefit of doing that particular event or particular vratam. It only is applicable for material vratams, not japam. You cannot tell that I will give darba to somebody, tell him to chant 16 rounds and take back the darba. That will not work. Only for vratam it works. So he said, you know what Bharata said? I will do Aranyavas on my behalf, on your behalf. You give me darbal and you go to the kingdom. You know what Lord Ramachandra said? This will also not work. He said, why? Because I have already started. Like, I am coming from India to Singapore because I have to transit to Sydney. So I came to Singapore on my way. I have a connecting flight from Singapore to Sydney tomorrow. If I come to Singapore and after I reach here, if I say on my behalf, Prabhuji will go to Sydney, will the airline accept it? You and your Prabhuji both stay in Singapore, it will stay. Correct, right? Lord Ramachandra was saying, if you would have told before I started from Ayodhya, I would have thought. But now I am already in Ananya. I am already in between my vratam and now you are saying, give me, I will do. So this will also not work. See, Bharata is such a sincere soul. He is only asking for service of Lord Rama. Did this surrender of Bharata work or not?
No.
How many of you say that it did not get fulfilled? The surrender of Bharata did not get fulfilled. Raise your hands. Oh. How many of you say that surrender of Bharata worked? You know what our Acharyas say? Surrender of Bharata not only worked, but it gave double benefit. You know what? In India, people take gold loans. You put a gold chain or a bracelet or a bangle which is worth suppose 5 lakh rupees in the bank, and you take 2 lakhs as loan. You take it back. When you get money, you pay this 2 lakhs and get back the loan. Get back the gold which you put in the bank. Correct? So, Lord Rama was demanded by Bharata. Lord Ramachandra was thinking, what can I give which is more costlier than me? Which is more powerful than me? Which is more greater than me? So that I can relieve myself from the clutches of Bharata. You know, he thought for a while. What Lord Rama did? He gave his padukas. It is said that the padukas of Rama are greater than Rama, are more valuable than Rama. What are padukas of Rama? Dust of Rama? Any other guesses? Slippers? Yeah. What does they represent? What do padukas of Rama represent? Any guesses from the chair? What do the padukas of Rama represent? Shelter? No. Yes. Dharma? No. You know what do they represent? They represent devotees. And we say, Srila Prabhupada. What does Prabhupada mean? Prabhu is Krishna. Pada is somebody who is always surrendered, sheltered at the lotus feet of Krishna, and one who is distributing the nectar of Krishna's lotus feet. Krishna, Lord, thinks that his devotees are more valuable than himself. There is a place in Mannargudi. How many of you have been to Mannargudi? Anyone of you have been to Mannargudi? You have been from Rajagopalan, Tamil. So, Rajagopalan in Mannargudi is a very beautiful deity of Krishna. After class, you can search on internet, not now. So, he has a waist belt. To his waist belt, there are keys hanged. Keys. When I went to the temple, I was so astonished to see, does Lord have a locker in some bank or what? Why is he having these keys? See, you all have lot of money or gold or something in your houses in India or Singapore, we don't know. But you know how or to whom will you give your house keys or locker keys? To those whom you are most faithful to or whom you love the most, correct? Then I asked the Pujari, whom will this Mannargudi Rajagopal and Krishna gives these keys to, and what are there in this locker? You know what he said? He gives the keys to his most beloved devotees. Then I asked, what is there, Prabhu, in that? He said, he has locked his loving devotees in the locker and kept. If he is pleased with somebody, if he loves somebody, only then he will give the association of devotees to that jiva. So we are all so fortunate today. We are all blessed by Lord Ramachandra so much today that because he is remembering us and he is loving us, he has given the association of such nice dhastikas today to all of us. Many people ask me, how should we understand that Krishna loves me? We should understand Krishna loves us when he gives an opportunity to do satsang. When he gives an opportunity to come together and hear about him. Shrunutam swakata Krishna punya shravana kirtana hridayantastito hi abhadrani vidunoti sudat sada. So this brings to our fifth surrender. We were thinking of telling 10 surrenders, but we'll stop at 5. And next year when we come, if Lord Ramchandra willing, then we will tell 5 more surrenders. Okay? So if some questions are there, we will have 10 minutes time, 5 minutes time. Okay, we have 5 minutes time. If somebody wants to ask a question quickly, you could ask. Yes, Prabhu, in the yellow kurta.
When we are in anger, we should be silent. We have tried that, but still that anger does not.
Yeah. So it will take some time because it is not coming from one birth. It's called anadhi. For so many lifetimes we have done this practice of satisfying the ego by shouting, by acting on our anarthas. But when we start slowly by practicing spiritual path, it will take some time. Just like you off the fan, it will not immediately switch off, but it will turn, and then come to a still pace. Like that, when you practice, slowly all the anarthas will stop. Yes. Any other questions? Yes, Mataji, here. Hare Krishna. Why is Ramayana important in our Hindu culture? Because Rama is most important for all of us. If somebody is important to you, then you would want to know everything about that person, correct? So, because Lord Ramachandra is so important to all of us, he is actually the entire foundation of Bharat. And he is the foundation of a devotee's existence. So we try to understand each and everything, each and every aspect, each and every quality, each and every leela related to him. That's why we should read and hear Rama. Any other questions, anyone? Yes. Yeah, Bhargava Rama or Parashurama is same. Yes, ma'am. How to control expectations is by not having expectations.
What?
Yes. See, only one person you can have expectations from is Krishna. Because he is the only one who will not tell us anything whatever we do. Whenever you come to the temple and take darshan, whatever we say, if we shout at him, if we are upset with him, whatever you want, he keeps smiling and playing flute. Have you seen any time dropping the flute down and thinking, what is the most difficult thing is of Lord actually. Always happy and smiling, whatever we may do, whatever we are trying to tell him, he is always happy and satisfied. See, in childhood we would see my mother, she would make so many items every day for offering bhoga to Lord, and we offer, and then she would tell us, she would give us in place, and she would tell, taste and say. I would tell, hey, this salt is not there in this, you have not put, what do you call it? Choke in Talimpu in Telugu, we say. Tadka. In this you forgot tadka. So many complaints we do, but Lord, poor fellow, he has eaten everything without telling anything. In this world, whatever you try, how much ever you see, how much ever mother works in kitchen and comes and tells you how is it, the salt is less, this is more. But Krishna is the only person who will keep smiling and accepting whatever we see. Only person whom we can put expectations on is Lord and nobody else. The more expectations we have, the more frustrated we become. The lesser expectations we have, the happier we are. Yes, sir. Anger is not equal to danger, but anger is more danger than danger. Because, if somebody is hurting someone, he is just hurting himself. But anger is such a thing which will hurt him and which will hurt the persons whom he is staying with us. All lives are destroyed just by anger. So we have to be very careful. It is an anartha. Kamaha, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. In that, anger is one very, very important thing which we should try to, reduce. Should we try to eradicate. Kamayesha, krodayesha, rajoguna samudbhava. Krishna tells that there are two gates to hell. One is kama and second is krodha. So we have to be very careful how to, control krodha. is by constant practice of spirituality, which will strengthen our mind, and after it strengthen our mind, if you tell mind something, you see this is not you how you have to behave. Then slowly mind will come to a calm and slow pace. Hare Krishna. Okay, Prabhu is telling that I should start. And it's very wonderful to see all of you today and to share some aspects of surrender from Ramayana. Hare Krishna. May Lord Ramachandra, Sita Maya, Lakshman ji and Hanuman ji bless all of you.
Hare Krishna. So I won't take a long time, but I think we all know Prabhu took us through such a wonderful details of Ramayana.